Three Stripes competition element as well as all the entertainment and play.
The apprentices looked like they were having fun. You could see they were enjoying themselves, you could see they were mingling with the crowd.
I really liked their game. I thought it was a simple idea, but lots of fun.
I just felt that they just lost the focus a little bit towards the end. The enthusiasm maybe waned, certainly the focus disappeared, and they weren't giving it the commitment that they had been earlier on.
At the beginning, I think I looked a little bit like Paris Hilton in Simple Life. It was challenging, but I think I blended in very well with the locals.
I think Panos is an intelligent guy, and I think he has great ideas. I think sometimes he is a bit of a messer when he shouldn't be.
Initially when I seen Bill, I got the shock of my life, being honest with you, you know. But I got over it, you know, and didn't let that deter me, you know.
Michelle has a very different style to me. She just needs to trust her team a bit more. This is not our first rodeo. Like, we've been doing this, like, we're all in business here.
I was so shocked that there was lies told last week. I was just like, what? And you always forget you're in the podium. I was having a fight with Sarah and Bill just happened to be there. I think I've learnt now from that, get your point across, get it across well, know exactly what I did. I'll be telling Bill why he should hire me, not why he should fire other people.
At this stage in the competition, it's do or die. I'd rather be going in, getting slated one day and praised the next, than going in every day and just kind of simmering under the radar.
Afternoon, candidates.
Good afternoon, Bill.
So, Will, you were appointed project manager of Elevate. So how did he do?
I thought he was a strong leader. He's a very good negotiator. The only negative point that I'd have to say was at some points in the day he was a little bit panicky, and I think that kind of followed on to the team and we kind of got a bit, you know, panicky. But
Are you really telling me that Will got panicky and spread it to the team?
Yeah, and when we did come back from handing out the leaflets, there was a lot of people queuing up, so I think kind of the panic set in for a couple of minutes.
Nishat, what have you to say about Will?
I thought on day 2 we could have done maybe with a little bit more structure as to the plan for the actual day. I thought he was just a little bit flighty sometimes but he did have a lot on his shoulders and he had a lot to do.
All project managers get a lot on their shoulders. Panos, what have you to say about Will?
I did feel on day 2 a bit of panic sank in, and it was a little bit frustrating at the end of the event.
Jamie, you're smiling. What are you going to say about your pal, Will?
I think Will did an excellent job. He might have come across maybe to some of the guys as panic, but I wouldn't have agreed that it spread through the team. I think we were still, every one of us pulled together and still did a good job.
So in what way did you get the footfall in? How did you spread the message?
Yeah, we spread the message quite well. The 3 guys behind me and Panos, their job was to go out and shake the trees, for want of a better word. We got onto all the TDs, the local councillors, radio, community centres, all the key people around the area to spread the word for us. We bought 650 leaflets, Bill, which were distributed at 2 key championship matches.
So when did you do them and who did them?
Tara and Panos were involved in doing the flyers, Bill. I was conscious of getting them to the printers and getting them out and distributed ASAP.
And how long did that take? When did you get them out?
I believe it was 3:30, Bill. We left to go to the printers at.
So it took you until 3:30 before you even went to the printers?
The message on the flyer, on the first flyer, the draft that we received from Tara, the message was completely wrong. It wasn't the message that we wanted to communicate. So I decided that we had to change the message on the flyer completely.
But 3 years did a flyer?
Yeah, well,
a little one-page flyer, 3 people all day. Are you telling me that, Will?
No, that's the way it seems. I looked at the draft. You know, there was the call to action in relation to what Cabbage were doing. There was 1 or 2 changes that needed to go in. I wasn't aware that it took that long in the printers.
It takes a half an hour to do a flyer. We had 3 people working on it all day. That's a total waste of time. You had to get the message out on day 1.
Yeah. I do feel it strongly that we did get that done, Bill, you know, based on the footfall they got.
But you didn't get the flyers till what time?
Got the flyers at 4:30, Bill.
What could you do with them then?
Well, we had already contacted 3 individuals to distribute them at the 2 championship matches.
The community need to know today if they want to go somewhere tomorrow.
Exactly.
And getting it late at night after a match, what time? An 8 o'clock match? People getting home at 10, 11 at night?
There was
late.
That was one of our few ideas, Bill, and we do think we communicated throughout the whole community.
And did anyone go door to door?
Day one we got, because of the vicinity we were in and the timeline, we got permission off Super Queen in just...
Is it the supermarket in Portlaoise?
Yeah, supermarket in Portlaoise, yeah, because that's where a lot of Timahoe people would shop for a bigger shop.
How many did you give out there?
We probably handed to probably 30, 35 people, and we left another 70 at checkouts.
Sorry, Jamie, it was more like 10 or 15 in that
10
supermarket.
or 15 people?
In that supermarket, yeah, because it was obviously very quiet. They were starting to close at that time.
But Jamie, you're familiar with that territory.
Yep.
Where's the shopping mall in Portlaoise?
It's right outside the county grounds, the football grounds.
No, that's the one you're talking about. That's not a shopping mall. That's a supermarket. Where is the shopping mall in Portlaoise?
It's back in the town centre, but it was away from the way we were going, Bill.
But that's where the people are. Go where the people are. There's no point going into a supermarket there's no one in it, when you could have gone into a shopping centre when it's jammed, which it was at 4:30. There's plenty of people there. Panos, explain the game to me.
The name of the game was Baba Trap Ship.
What?
The name of the game was Baba Trap Ship. I did not... Shush. I did not know exactly what that meant. They explained to me that it has to do something with sheep and... OK, this has to stop now. It's not funny. By directing them left, right... Why is everyone laughing?
And blindfolded people.
I knew this was happening.
I saw this game. Didn't see anyone queuing for it.
I agree. No, I agree. There wasn't a queue, but I was constantly busy. I think it was because of maybe the location of where the game was.
Very far away from where you came in.
It was, and I was at the end.
Don't see it till the last minute.
Yeah, and I was conscious of that, and obviously it was too late.
But there was plenty of time. All you had to do was move some bales of hay.
Mm-hmm.
So you kicked off at 1:30. So tell me how your opening event went.
Our opening event, I think we didn't anticipate the huge volume we got initially at 1:30, Bill, you know.
No, I asked you, how did the big opening event go?
Went
I mean, you were going to make a big speech and all that stuff. What happened?
Yeah,
Will wasn't there, Bill, at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, I was 10, 15 minutes behind the opening of it, Bill.
Where were you?
I was off doing our last few leaflet drops around up on the cluster of houses, Bill. Just I wanted to... They were already... I know
there was half an hour to go. And when you got down there, there was a bit of chaos, was there? Is that why you panicked? I'm hearing about you panicking.
We got down there. I don't think maybe I panicked as such, you know. I think that it was just overwhelmed, I suppose, that there was so many people there. You had people waiting outside for about an hour for an event that you were supposed to start at 1:30? Yeah, there was people queuing out there, Bill, you know, and I was
conscious. You don't have people queuing up at a free event. No, you should have been there a half an hour beforehand, because you know something, people come early to these free gigs.
But I do think we got them in and got them enjoying themselves very, very quickly, Bill.
So you're saying you made up for all that?
We did, yeah. I feel we did.
OK. Fusion. Dave, you're an event organiser. How did Michelle do with that, Bob?
Michelle did well. I enjoyed working with Michelle. She made firm decisions. She knew exactly what she wanted. But then when there was times that maybe we thought that there was something needed to be changed, and we brought it to Michelle, she then adapted to that and then took the advice on board and made the right decision.
Barry,
Bill,
how did you find Michelle?
I thought we would have clashed initially because we're both...
Why did you think that?
We kind of run teams differently, and I had to adapt a little bit to the way she runs things, but she gave me a free run then, and I was delighted. Like, I mean, we work really well then together, and she's a strong woman.
Ciara, were you happy with Michelle?
I think that Michelle was a brilliant PM, and the best one that I've worked for yet in The Apprentice.
Niamh, what did you think of Michelle as a leader?
Yep, I thought Michelle was a very good PM. She was very good, and she was quite decisive at times, which we needed because, you know, there was a lot of decisions being made. But also when decisions were up for discussion, she definitely took everyone's opinion on board. OK, so you all got your ideas together and did the right things. Did you all go on a recce on the first day in the village green?
Yeah. I did that on purpose, so...
Why is that?
The way I split the team was I pushed Dave and Barry together. One, because Dave is an event manager, and I know Barry's the type of person that will roll up his sleeves and talk to absolutely anybody and really, really spread the word. So I sent them off to start arranging things for the event, start spreading the word, and have a look at the green and look at all of the event side of things. While myself, Ciara and Niamh went down to Mullingar, got flyers sorted. We got all the props for our game. Then we handed out flyers in Mullingar.
Was it this one?
Yes.
So how many of them did you just hand out on day one?
Not very many on day one, probably, I don't know, 30 or 40.
So you only did 30 of them on day one?
Yeah.
See, is this not where it all happens, trying to get the info out on day one? Did you think of using any other media?
Yeah, we had radio and newspaper down there. I mean,
Well, newspapers are a bit late.
yeah. I mean,
They're next week.
it's great that they came down there just even to create a start.
Did you not think of doing any radio ads?
We tried to get in contact with iRadio, which is...
Is that the main radio station in Westmeath, Dave?
No, it wouldn't be the main radio station, but it would be in that coverage area, but it also would have a real fun aspect to it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get through to the manager who organises or prices the I-Team on day 1. I did on day 2, but unfortunately, as it turned out, they were fully booked.
You're an event organiser?
Yeah.
The way you get to people quickly, and lots of them, is the radio.
We're just trying to talk to the people on the ground and basically get
But
to
you
key
hear what you're
people.
saying?
I do, yeah.
Talk to people on the ground is onesies and twosies.
But we were speaking to people in that would have key niches under them.
But you're comparing that with a radio?
No, definitely not. No.
That's the way you would have got thousands of people to listen to your messages. And it applies to both. But particularly to you, you're an event manager. The first thing you do is get radio coverage if you're in a hurry. Ciara, what do you think? Day 1?
What we did on day 1 was we created our game, Crawl Ball, so we'd go and get...
Sorry, start again. Tell me, the game is called what?
Crawl Ball. We just thought that it would be something simple and straightforward.
Niamh, you're very quiet there. What did you do?
Day 1 we were working on developing the game, and I got on to trying to get a face painter and the balloon
Were you
artist.
happy with the game? Did you like it?
Ah, yeah, at the game we were like, is it...
yeah, it doesn't sound
No,
great.
no, we definitely, I got behind it 100%. Obviously, we were like trying to come up with an original game, and it was really fun.
OK, so let's see how you lot spent my money. Jackie?
Well, Elevate spent €761.50 out of the 800. And I think they got good value.
I was just saying, Will, you happy with the value
I
you
was
got?
extremely happy with how I spent my money, Bill.
You never thought of radio, did you?
We did think of radio, Bill.
And?
We hadn't got the budget for the radio.
Taught me you hadn't got the budget to do that.
We hadn't got the
€200 will get your budget off then.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't have that, Bill.
You had 800?
Yeah, I had rang them when we were at the printers. I got through to a lovely girl, Amy, at Midlands. Told her what we were doing and could she get a plug in there for us. She said, there's no problem doing a plug. If we could offer confirmed prizes for her radio listeners. So then I got in touch with Will and I said, if you want this radio, I can ring back Amy, but we need confirmed prizes.
But you get 7 ads off them for €200. 7 ads, 30-second ads.
Yeah, I wasn't...
Right then and there on the spot. Without looking for freebies.
Yeah.
And you would have get some freebies then. Did you not go through that, Najat?
No, she said that she wanted the confirmed prizes, so I went back
No,
to
you're
see
talking
if
about prizes for a freebie. I'm talking about booking slots for an ad, which you could have done that evening. Do you think you spent the money well?
I think we did, Bill, yeah.
Brian, what about you?
Yeah, well, Fusion spent €620.99. Now, they should have returned back to you €179, but in fact, they brought back 220, which is 40 over, which is a bit of a worry.
What is it with you two? Did this happen at Ryobi?
This was
for the 20 quid?
This was completely me, but all the receipts match up to everything's on there, but for some reason we have extra money.
I worry less about being short than I do when we're over. I get suspicious when there's 40 quid extra in the till. Leaves a big question mark for me. Big question mark. I visited both events, just like Cadbury's, and it was pretty damn obvious who was the winner. Elevate, you signed up 136 valid emails for Cadbury's international marketing idea. Fusion, you signed up 106. This task was not being judged on sign-ups alone. Cadbury's have made the judgment that I support. They felt that Fusion understood the message and got the essence across, and you are this week's winners.
Oh, thank God.
And you have a prize. So I've arranged for you to be guest auctioneers with Merlin Car Auctions.
Oh, brilliant.
And you're going to be treated to a magnificent seafood lunch in a favourite place of mine, the Angler's Rest on the Strawberry Beds beside the River Liffey. Off you go and enjoy yourselves. Elevate, you were in a great little town called Timahoe, surrounded by 2 large towns, Portlaoise and Stradbally. And on day 1, you guys seemed to think you were on your holidays. So, Will, you're going to go outside and try and figure it out. You're going to have to nominate 2 of your team to join you in the boardroom, or one of you will be fired. Off you go.
Okay guys, here are some of the luxury cars that are going for auction today. The good news is that you're going to pick which one you want to auction.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolutely gorgeous Audi. Anyone for 12.6? We'll sell it for 12.6. Sold to the lady there.
Okay. Thank you very much. Harold's class. It's been great doing the ads and the marketing stuff, but this was, all based around fun, and we had a really, really fun day, so it was great.